Hey, hello, leaders. This is Paul Grau Jr., and welcome to Run to Your Leadership Challenges. So, welcome to Monday, brand new week. And, I want to start this week off on a good note and a positive note. And I titled this show a Great Definition of Success. And this definition of success comes from one of my favorite shows on TV, and it's Ted Lasso. And if you have not seen Ted Lasso, man, you're missing out. I wouldn't necessarily watch it around the kids if you got young kids, because there is a lot of cussing in it. But it is such a great show. And Ted Lasso, if you haven't seen the show, Ted Lasso was a college football coach in Wichita, Kansas. He won his division or his championship, and then he gets hired to be a soccer or football coach in England. And he's coaching a team that's in the Premier League, and he doesn't know anything about soccer or football. And it's really cool. It's, if you've seen Welcome to Wrexham is like a real world Ted Lasso in a sense, because it's kind of all the behind the scenes, and it's from a team making their way up through the ranks, and they've actually made history. They've gotten promoted 3 years in a row, which has never been done in English Football League. So anyway, one part in the movie, the owner of the team that Ted coaches is basically trying to sabotage the team. Her husband loves the team. They recently got divorced, and she just wants to basically set Ted up for failure. She hired him because she knew he would fail, or she was hoping. And so early on in season one, she hires this reporter to kind of shadow him for the day. And the reporter does. And this reporter is really tough. His name is Trent Crimm. And he always says Trent Crimm from the Independents. And he's real serious, but he's really tough too. He doesn't cut you any slack. But that night they go out to dinner, and Trent basically asks Ted something about, his expectations and how would he, think a successful year would be. And so he says to Trent, he says, this is how he defines success. He says, for me, success isn't about wins and losses. It's about helping these young fellas be the best versions of themselves, both on and off the field. Now, he goes on and says, and it ain't always easy, but neither is growing up without someone believing in you. And there's a little bit more to that story as well. But that first part, for me, success isn't about wins and losses. It's about helping these young fellas be the best versions of themselves on and off the field. And, if you think about that, that should be our definition of success as leaders. I mean, to help our team members be the best version of themselves, both at work and outside of work, man, wouldn't that be a great goal to accomplish? Wouldn't that be a great expectation to set for yourself and for your team? I mean, if you think about it, that's what the greatest leaders and coaches do. I mean, I'm a leadership coach and I'm a team coach, all right? I work with leaders and their teams. And that's exactly what I strive to do. I strive to make my clients and everyone on their team the best version of themselves, because the best version of themselves is going to be good for everybody. It's going to be good for everybody on the team. It's going to be good for all your clients or customers that you have, because if somebody is not being the best version of themselves, they have so much potential that is just not being tapped into. And if you think about that, you can even draw this up and say, if you have expectations of your people without actually knowing them and knowing what their potential is, you're almost setting them up for failure. Because it's almost the point where you can't establish expectations, true expectations, and their potential until you get to know that person. And let's face it, everyone that we lead is different. Everyone's unique in their own way. And that's why we cannot, under any circumstance, lead everyone the same exact way. We need to get to know them on an individual level. We need to get to know the real them. We need to know what makes them tick, what motivates them, what drives them, what are they passionate about, what are their greatest skills and their greatest strengths, what are their weaknesses, what are some of their triggers that might upset them, what's their background, what do they really want, what are their aspirations. You see, when we start to know all of that, then we get a sense for who our team members really are. And, what's their potential? Everybody's potential is different. But if we can help them, or if we can help set them up for success by helping them be the best version of themselves, well, that's going to get their best. That's going to get the best character out of them, the best productivity out of them, and the best performance out of them. So that's kind of my challenge for you this week, is to spend some time just really thinking about that. Really thinking about who are your team members individually. Write some stuff down. Open a file and just write 1 page per person on your team and just write some things that you know about them. Or come up with a list of questions that you might want to ask them about themselves. Do you know what their aspirations are? Do you know what their career goals are? Do you know what some of their personal goals are? Do you know their families, their spouses, where they're from? What do they like doing when they're not working? See, all of this, a lot of people, I've been told, well, we can't discuss that because it's stuff outside of work. Bull crap. All right? Because they bring all of the stuff that happens outside of work becomes organizational behavior stuff once they step in the workplace, because they bring they can't just flip a switch and turn all that off. That all comes with them. And the more that we get to know that, the more we're going to know our people, and the more that we're going to just be able to set them up for success by helping them be the best version of themselves, both at work and outside of work, in every area of their life. Because that's ideally the pinnacle of success. If your people are coming to work and they're the same person at work as they are outside of work, and that's good. That's a good thing. Man, that's great, because you're seeing the true them. So think about this. Think about that today and throughout this week. Talk to your people. Come up with a group of, a set of questions, and maybe even ask them, hey, what do I need to know about you? What do I need to know? What don't I know about you that I need to know that's going to help you be more successful? Hey, that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you have a great week ahead of you. And until tomorrow, run to your challenges. We'll see you.